The line in that song, "You're riding the endless caravan, bonded and sold as a slave." The power of what has been before rises to trap you within. Yes, the endless caravan, the looping migrant. But a sabre dance, removing all the veils, getting as good as you gave. Which leads us into this next piece. The lock and the key is activated, and the key slowly begins to turn. But what awaits on the other side of the door, gate or void? Where is your key? What is the key? Will you spin wildly out of control? Will you be dizzy or reach dizzying heights? Will you do the graceful spiral dance? What can you see? What is your flower? Is there a rainbow rising? Look back on your horizon. What do you see? Will both clouds disappear? How far will you go? What are your options? Do you see the possibilities? Is there a limit, or are you limiting? What is your power? Is the internal ready to power up? Did your garden grow? And what will it present? Is it the present, the past, or the future? Where is time? Do you feel the connectivity? What is the resonance? How does it feel? Where is your flower? The word Bible, is it buy or purchase bull in relation to the Taurus and papal bull, buy bullshit, or perhaps the term buy is actually related to the term binary and duality, the duality of the bull program, which brings in witches with the covenant. Is it a coven of ants that holds the testament, which means a test of the mind? A test of the mind ran by a coven of ants dancing in the binary AI sky god of duality under the direction of the cardinal points and sin, signified by the Baphomet represented by the Taurus bull spinning in a Taurus vortex vacuum. All set in sun and stone and binding of hearts, minds and souls, and maybe that is why they called it a set of twins, Gemini. Gemini, the zodiac, comes between Taurus and Cancer, fitting as they have been a parasitic cancer on this planet a long time. Fittingly, in astronomy terms, the constellation that is pictorially represented as the twins, Castor and Pollux, sitting together, that is visible in the sky on the opposite side of the Milky Way from Taurus and Orion. Now, Castor and Pollux are half brothers, at least one of which was born to Zeus, were depicted in the Bible as the Saints Peter and Paul. Oops. And both Castor and Pollux were depicted with horses, and just coincidentally, the Indian Vedic text, not the original, describes two twin brothers in their gods, the Ashvins, represented by horse-headed beings, which is depicted in Boeing the Shan in China, the horse-headed chimeras grinding up and sacrificing humans. Their binary system of AI capacity is their level due to their own failings of the past. Like the character Thor in the Stargate series, they meddled too much with Source's creation and ended up destroying themselves, and in came the technology. And that is what happened to some of the grey races for real. Fiction based on fact again. The P-45 and the P-52s both warned of this type of genetic interference, as they in part lost some of their ability to reproduce due to genetic meddling. But the binary system is replicated, pardon the pun, in the Stargate and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. shows. And essentially it shows the Rothschild clan and the Hydra-based Black Sun, two sides of the same coin and two sides of the Draconis constellations as well. Alpha is the Draco, and subsequently more linked with the Rothschilds, who have the most Draco DNA of any family on this planet. Hydra is the dragon lineage and said to be of myth and folklore. Nope, they are the Black Sun, and represented by coloured dragons externally and internally, although some of those internal dragons here were extinguished in 2013 and 14 and not last week, as per the copy and paste group of their own self-importance. Our own planet, of course, also reveals the Rothschilds versus the Black Sun. And what we never had here or other planets was the triality, the source-based solution, the one-on-one with the one, and a movement of and for and by the people or beings of a planet. And that is now changing, as the triality is now arising, and the restoration plan is underway, and that does not involve money, which is a control system introduced by the Rept-based Orions. It is a restoration plan that involves people clearing themselves, thinking for themselves, fixing themselves, and then helping others to do the same. And none of that is based in the old saviour-based programs, which delivered ego-based entities into the mix and the replacement for Source. We don't need those people. Leave them to their two sides of the same coin game, because in essence they all work for the Rothschilds or the Black Sun, whether knowingly or not. And we here have initiated and created that change. And now is the time for us all to implement it further. A recent piece mentioned the galactic wars started in the void. The void is the intersection of the Mobius loop, the singularity between two vortices, and said to be the all or the nothing. It is said to be dark, but dark only exists in the absence of light. And perhaps lighting your beacons brighter makes more sense now. But the void wars brings in the trifecta we covered in when two worlds become three. And perhaps the organic world was in the void all along. And the separation of the two worlds, either side of us in the Mobius loop, both of whom were copies, leaving the organic world to rise out of the void, just like the trifecta on the top of the White Lotus. Are you ready? This has been the Truth, Honour and Integrity Show. My name is Thomas Williams. Bye for now.